Was a problem for Hawaii. They hope to get off to a better start with that tonight. Kleinman with the opening kill. Excuse me, hit the antenna, so the point will go to Hawaii.
Dave Sochi talked about his team being affected by the altitude, and their jump serves, which are a major weapon for them, were not as strong last night. Let's see if that changes.
We saw that altitude cause a lot of those jump serves to go long. Wickman with the set. It's going to take me a while to get that name right, but she's one of the best in the land. She tried to go with the off speed there and could not get it. So the opening couple of points to Hawaii, 2-0, as Mafua will serve for the third time.
Feluka Akinrado actually hammered her first set, and Tara Hiddle, the libero for the Wahine, just stepped right in and dug it. Next play, Feluka Akinrado for Stanford maiden air.
Mafua, part of a long tradition of great setters in this Hawaii program. Redshirted 2 years ago, was a backup last year. Finally got enough practice to get the starting job this year. And Mafua will be serving for the third time. 2-0 Hawaii early. Waller gives Stanford its first point.
Erin Waller, since Stanford has gone to primarily the 5-1, has really stepped up. She's been playing really well and become more of an offensive weapon later in the season.
Erin Waller from Baldwin, Missouri, the two-time Missouri State Player of the Year in high school. 2-1 Hawaii leads. Nice block by Akinrado.
Stanford knew where that ball was going. It was going outside to University of Hawaii's big hitter, Jamie Houston.
So 2-2, they split the first 4 points in this opening set. Houston, first time we've seen her get a crack at it. Can't convert, commits the error.
Both teams struggling early with their passing. They need to pass that ball up to the net to stay in system, and especially for Hawaii, run that quick offense against the big size of Stanford.
Holly, you mentioned system. One of the things we've tried to do this year is educate viewers who are new to volleyball. What is the system each of these two teams is running, and what does that mean?
Both teams run a 5-1 system, which means there's 5 hitters and 1 setter.
Hawaii out in front early. And then Stanford has come back to win the last 4 points to take a 4-2 lead. Waller serving for the 5th time. Full with the set, Houston with the attempt, and it is out of bounds, point to Hawaii.
This is a nice tool, this ball. There's nowhere to go. Big block in front of her. Jamie Houston tools the block.
Back to serve now for Hawaii. Amber Kaufman, junior from San Jose, California. No aces last night, but leads the team in that category. And that'll go out. Point to Stanford. Stanford going for his 30th win of the season. Hawaii looking for its 32nd. And Alex Kleinman, we mentioned her in the open. The middle hitter from San Jose, California. Houston, and that's blocked out of bounds. Point will go to Hawaii.
Jamie Houston, again, a huge block in front of her, tooling the block. Not easy to do, but she's using the blocker's hands from Stanford and hitting it out of bounds.
Serving now, Annalie Kubi-Otenero. She has got a cannon of an arm on the serve. Found the open spot in the court. Point to Hawaii.
Kanani Danielson is only a freshman, but she plays like a veteran. Big heads-up play. This is an open ball play at the net, and she just sets it to the back corner.
Otenero last night had to dial down her serve because the altitude was really affecting it. She never got used to it. She took a lot of pace off of it. And Houston commits another error from the outside there, giving the point to Stanford, and Stanford retakes the lead.
Hawaii really needs to clean up their passing so they can establish their middle. Too many balls going to Jamie Houston and a lot of pressure against a big Stanford block.
Feluka Akinradawo, one of the best players in the United States, an alternate on the U.S. Olympic team this year. Thomas hits it out, and the point goes to Stanford.
This was one of the first opportunities Hawaii was able to run their middle. Nikki Thomas does not get on top of that ball and hits it long.
Stanford with another 2-point lead. Cardinal has not led by more than this margin here in the first set. Lickman with the set, Barboza with the kill.
Nice first swing, Barboza to start the night. Nice hard seam, finding an opening in the Rainbow Wahine defense.
Biggest run of the opening set for Stanford, a 3-point run. Danielson, Thomas, Kleiman from the back row, can't convert, point to Hawaii.
Alex Kleinman's from Manhattan Beach, California. I have to correct that because that's my hometown. She was a great CIF and state champion at Maricosta High School.
Kleiman.
Number 10 for Stanford.
Jamie Houston, we've been talking a lot about her, former Alabama State Player of the Year, now in her senior season. All-American. Danielson has it blocked back in her face.
Stanford's doing a great job getting outside quick and blocking those very athletic outside hitters for Hawaii. Kanani Danielson likes to hit seam, but Jana Akoba for Stanford closed that seam and gets the block.
Cassidy Lickman will be serving, the sophomore setter from just outside San Diego. And Houston makes up for her mistake earlier.
That is a beautiful in-system back row set to Jamie Houston. She's so explosive and she hits a very nice back row ball from the right side.
Tara Little making a homecoming here. Lives in Colorado Springs, Colorado, the libero for Hawaii. Had a great time doing that starting lineup as well. Point to Stanford. Hiddle will only get to serve 1 point on this rotation. And we'll go back Stanford's way. Cynthia Barboza, the other All-American we talked about in our open. We've seen the other two serving tonight. Barboza was also an All-American, or excuse me, an alternate on the Olympic team with Akinradawo this year. Error by Danielson gives the point to Stanford. And the Cardinal opening up a 4-point lead. Dave Shoji wants to take a timeout to talk about it. John Dunning is also going to talk to his group as well. Stanford, hoping to get back to the national semifinal for the 3rd straight year, has opened up a 4-point lead. There have been some major rule changes in the game of volleyball this year, Holly.
You're right, games are now called sets. So when we refer to a set, that means a game, actually, what used to be called a game. So now they're called sets. Sets 1 to 4, first team to 25 points wins. Previously it was 30 points. 12 subs allowed per set.
If we get to a deciding 5th set, it's 1st to 15 win by 2. That did not change. Oh, powerful kill by Houston.
Jamie Houston so far more efficient from the back row than the front row.
Houston last night only hit 154. She's been hitting 255 this year. Kanani Danielson, many people considered her the top high school recruit coming out of her final year in high school last year. That's always up for debate with so many different publications, but Danielson from Hawaii was recruited by all of the big schools, decided to stay in Hawaii, and has made an immediate impact, the WAC Freshman of the Year. Kleiman, Nafua with the set, and Kubi Otanero with the kill.
Hawaii seems to be settling down in terms of passing, able to get Kaufman the ball in the middle, which is a good thing, although Stanford made a good dig on the first play.
Nafua will put it in play last night with 51 assists against Purdue.
Again, Erin Waller getting a kill on that play. The Rainbow Wahine were in the net on that block.
So that gives the point to Stanford, 13-9. The Cardinal out in front. Erin Waller ready to serve. Waller hit 364 last night against Florida. Oh, Cubio-Tenero put it out of reach for Barboza. Couldn't go over the scorer's table. And Annalie Cubio-Tenero gets credit for her second kill of the match. Cubio-Tenero with that cannon of an arm. That's what her coach said. Tremendous speed on her serve. You saw it there up the net. Glickman with the set, and how about some speed there? Wow, Akinranawo.
Akinranawo needs to get her game going because she is the difference maker in a match like this. Hawaii's been coming on lately. Stanford needs to get their offense going.
Alex Kleinman will serve, last year's National Freshman of the Year. Commits the service error, point to Hawaii.